Assalamu alaikum. Today we are at day 98 out of 100 days DevOps challenge, and today there is a lot of things we have to do. Like, it's a complete solution to create a EC2 instance, VPC, subnet, security group, launch an EC2 instance. So our task is to create a VPC with this given name and the CIDR block, and also have to create a subnet which is now alias subnet. Okay, then we have the subnet CIDR block should be this one, and also we have to make sure that no public IP assigned automatically on launch. Okay, then we have to create an EC2 instance with this given name, and the instance type should be T2 micro. Also we have to ensure the security group, that the security group allow access only within this VPC CIDR block. That's okay. So, and we have to use the variables.tf to define the variables like VPC CIDR, subnet CIDR, and also at the outputs we have to set this name to print the resource name like the VPC name, subnet name, and also the EC2 instance name. So let's begin, and for this, we don't need to memorize everything, so we'll use our Terraform registry for AWS documentation, and we'll try to understand what we have to do here. So let's begin. First of all, let's create a variable names. So variables.tf. Okay, give the variable name KKE VPC CIDR. The default value should be 10.0.0/16, and variable KKE subnet. Let me check. Yeah, subnet CIDR, and the default value should be, copy the CIDR range. Yes, okay, paste here. That's all. Additionally, we will use a prefix variables to define our resource name. So let's create the prefix variable, prefix, and give it the, you see that there's a few words common like nautilus tip, so these are common, so we are using this as the prefix, and we will set just VPC, subnet, EC2 for different resources. Okay, so this is our prefix value. That's okay. Now we have to create the main.tf file. So let's create the main.tf file, main.tf, and here we have to create VPC, subnet, security group, and also if you notice that there is no AMID for the EC2 instance, but we need AMID. So for this we will use a data source of AWS AMI. So let's start for the main.tf file, and okay, so go there, find AWS VPC, let's search this one only, VPC, yes, here AWS VPC, here. Don't worry, I will share this resource link, you'll find it easily. So yeah, let's copy this section because it has tags, so paste it here, then change the name main state this prefix bar dot prefix then VPC. That's okay. And for the subnet, let's search here AWS subnet. Don't know why choose so much things. Yes, now it's good. AWS subnet, find the resource, we need these things. Okay, let's copy this, paste it here. So see AWS VPC main.id CIDR block also given, and tags bar dot prefix then keep the subnet. That's all. Also we have to ensure that no public IP assigned auto, so we have to find here, let's see, yeah, this one, map public IP on launch. So copy it here, shit. How to copy, have to copy. Shit. Yes, now it's working. So copy that variable and give it false, so it will not create any public IP on any EC2 launch under this subnet. Okay, that's all for this one. Now before EC2 instance we have to create a security group. Okay, so let's create a security group. Security group HG, and let's find here security group. Security group, what is the security group? Yes, AWS security group. So we can copy few things here, like let's say copy these two. Okay, ingress, we need also ingress role, so let's copy up to this. And instead this, let's update it here, paste here. Okay, so should we open it new file, because okay, let's open a new window. Now it's more clear to understand. Okay, so this is our security group. Okay, where allowing TLS. Okay, so let's give a name here, bar prefix prefix HG, then AWS VPC main.id. That's okay, it's correct, and change the so Instead of TLS, we are giving the name HG. Let's keep it as. And then in ingress rule, we are giving 2 and IP protocol is SSH, and also let's save it as SSH, and here let's give HTTP, so it should be 8080, and HTTP is the protocol. And if you notice, this is the CIDR IPv4 that will block any public access and will ensure it's allow access only within this CIDR block. Okay. This is also should be before main CIDR block. That's okay. And this is the ingress rules to allow any. Okay, that's fine. Now we need a data source for the Amazon Linux AMI ID, and let's find here AWS AMI. We need the data source, right? So click here. Bad example. Okay, we're not using this one. So let's copy this. We'll update here. So this is the data source that we need for the EC2 instance. Okay. Data source AMI. So remove this section. We need the most recent here, and the owner is Amazon itself. Then we'll use filter, the name, and Amazon to HBI AMI HBM star 86_64, then EBS. Okay, this filter is enough. We don't need any further filter. We have done everything in one filter. Okay, so Amazon IMI HBM, that's good. Now we need AWS EC2 instance, so we are using AWS instance module. Search here AWS instance resource. Yes, this one. So you can copy these, or let's say right here, because we don't need so many things. AWS instance EC2, then we need AMI, which is data ws ami.ami.id. Fine. Then we need subnet ID, which is AWS subnet dot, what we have given here, it is main, okay, dot main dot id. Then we need the instance type, it should be t2.micro. Then VPC security group IDs, here we have to give the list, so we have created a security group, we'll use that ID. Yes, allow TLS, okay. So AWS security group dot allow TLS dot ID. Think we're done. Now let's set the tags to give the name bar dot prefix and then EC2. I think we're done now. Let's review. So we have created the VPC, okay, then we have created the subnet, it's okay, then we have created the security group, will get us the main ID, and then we have created ingress role and also for our SSH protocol, and also we have created ingress rule for HTTP protocol, and then we have given a ingress rule to allow any outbound connection, and then we have used a data source for AWS AMI ID, and finally we have created the EC2 instance. Now we have to create output.tf file, okay, so let's create it here. And output should be these things, okay, so let's create output KKE VPC name, and the value should be, okay, AWS VPC.main.tags, and we have to key is name, right, we're using the key here, okay. Same way for others like KKE subnet name, and the value should be AWS subnet dot main dot tags. The key should be name. Make sure you are using the correct key. Then for the KKE EC2 private, and the value should be AWS instance dot, what name we have given here, EC2, okay, so EC2 dot tags, then name. We're done. So let's run the Terraform commands, and if any issue is there, it should be given. Okay. So Terraform init is working. Now we need Terraform plan to see everything is correct. Yeah, it seems good. Also we can run like Terraform validate to ensure our code is well written. So it seems good. We need to run the apply command, Terraform apply auto approve, apply auto approve. Let's see. Hold on, we did mistakes. There is a mistake, seems like. Yeah, we have to fix it here. So let's go there in the what we have done is, okay, I think we have done mistake in the subnet section. Let's see our subnet. Yes, it should not be inside the bracket, it should be outside the bracket. Now it's correct. Don't worry, we'll have to run again. Now let's run again the apply command, so it will fix. Also we can run destroy and recreate, or just let's run again. Let's see what happened. Terraform apply auto approve. You see, it's saying this tag's name should be changed, so want to change, and it's saying yeah, so it's changed. That's fine. Then now let's check thing is good or not. It will show. Okay, check, confirm. Yeah, we're done.